Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. My name is Jennifer Waters, and I am one of the acupuncture and light therapy practitioners here at CNY Fertility in the Syracuse location. Good morning. I finally now have the updated Instagram password, so things are looking up today. I'm excited. It's been a while since I've been able to log into Instagram. So, before I get in today's subject, which is enhancing fertility during cycle days 1 through 4, I just want to let you know that one of the areas that I'm going to be studying for my every 4 years, acupuncturists have to renew their national license and get a bunch of CEUs. And it's easy for me because I'm a lifelong learner. But I've decided to study one branch of Chinese medicine that we don't often think about, which is feng shui. The characters feng, wind, shui, water, which is the art of placement. And within that category, I'm going to be looking at fertility. And in the brief, I've certainly studied this in the past, but I haven't really delved into some of the more traditional works that are out there. And it's very interesting. I'm really excited about things that you can apply within your home, your apartment, wherever it is that you live to make some subtle energetic shifts. Feng shui is literally the art of energetic movement in your home and also in your neighborhood. We have to look at the streets around us, our driveway, things that are outside our home, how the energy is flowing into and out of our house. And then again, how our house is placed on the plot or our apartment, and kind of get a sense of the directions. And certain corners are very important. So if there's one quick thing you could do is go to all the corners in your house and clear out the cobwebs. If there's cobwebs, that is a sign that the energy is stuck. It is stagnant there. Now, I feel bad for the spiders. You can certainly usher them, escort them outside, which is what I do. We have a no-kill policy in my house. But it's not ideal if they're there, and we want to get the corners of your house clean and sparkling and getting the energy moving there. And then we're going to look at your bedroom and where the bed is placed, and do you have mirrors and some other things related to that. So that's stuff to look forward to in the future. So I've decided, I want to talk about the 4 phases of your menstrual cycle, right? In traditional Chinese medicine, the way that fertility is promoted is through regulating your cycle, right? It's that simple. There's the 4 phases: the menstrual phase, which we're going to talk about today, the follicular phase, ovulation phase, and the luteal phase. Okay. So these are the 4 phases, the 4 cycles of the month, which is really nice way to tune into your body and pay attention to what's going on during those 4 phases, right? You're going to get a lot of information if you pay attention during this time. Remember, you can do all the blood work you want in the world, but no matter what, it's going to come back to the signs and symptoms, how you're feeling. Do you have PMS? Do you have irritability? Do you have night sweats? Do you have dysmenorrhea, painful periods? These are things that we need to regulate, right? This is how we're going to get you to be more fertile, is regulate your cycle. And it's not that hard. We can do it. Okay. So, cycle day 1 through 4, the menstruation phase, this is the time of moving your chi and blood. We need to move your chi, which is energy. Remember, you are biochemical and bioelectrical beings. So when we use this word chi, which is a Chinese term for energy, in the yogic tradition, it's prana. This is your vitality. That's what we're referring to in blood. And the blood and the chi go together. So you kind of can't have one without the other, and they get stuck together. And what makes them stuck? Well, lots of things. Stress, excess heat, poor diet, not enough movement. We got to keep moving, folks. I like Dr. Kiltz talks about the motion studio. And that's right. Just get up and move your body, whether you're sweeping or vacuuming or what. You don't have to go to the gym to do this, but I do want you to move your body. So if you have painful periods, this is the classic sign that the blood and the chi are stuck. We call this blood stasis, chi stasis. So we got to get that moving. The best time to do that is actually leading up to the luteal phase before. It's easier to prevent things than you're in the middle of these horrible cramps. And now what are you going to do? You're probably going to want to reach for the ibuprofen. And sometimes that is what you're going to do. But I highly recommend that you do some natural anti-inflammatories simultaneously, so that when you use natural products, and I'm going to talk about one product that I like in particular here in a minute, what ends up happening. So ibuprofen suppresses the pain, right? But it also damages the liver. Let's face the facts. It's a both and world. Sometimes we have to do that. But when you incorporate in natural products, supplements or phototherapy or whatever, what will happen is you get more to the root cause. And then when you come out the other side, day 4, 5, 6, you are not just feeling better, you are better. Okay, so that's the goal. You want to improve yourself during this time, not just suppress the symptoms so that you can kind of get through things. Okay. So days 1 through 4 is when we want to move the blood and move the chi. Okay, how are we going to do that? Before I forget, this will all be posted on my blog, jenniferwaters.net, with resources. If you have not read the book, The Red Tent by Anita Diamant, I don't know if I'm not pronouncing her name correctly, but I did read her book. It's very good. I highly recommend it. It's a wonderful way to remember the history of women really using this time to rest, right? It's only because of the invention of ibuprofen and tampons that we decided, we can play tennis during our period, and we don't need to rest, and we can just push through and life goes on. And actually, we don't want to do that. This is the time in our month that we get to rest. Okay. It's important. Take it easy. No heavy lifting. And there is an anatomical reason for that. So we want to rest and do not lift because the uterus is working hard, right? She's shrinking down in size during the menstrual phase of shedding the lining. And therefore, if you're lifting and straining, because the uterus is designed to move, it's an opportunity for her to go into misalignment. Right. So you don't want to be straining and lifting. A lot of you already have toddlers. You're hoping for a sibling. I completely understand. So try to not pick up the kids during days 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I know. Penalized for resting. Ignore all of that. You don't need anybody's approval to take it easy, especially because generally the luteal phase leading up to your day 1 is high energy, right? We have a lot of energy there, so you can get a lot done. So it balances out. So you get a lot done. Yes, we have to be rebels. You have to be a rebel. If you want to be healthy, you have to be a rebel. So welcome to the Sacred Rebel Tribe. That's really what we are. We are joining together in order to go back to what makes common sense. This is common sense, folks. So, okay. So remember, it comes back to your lifestyle, making lasting changes. We all want to jump to the pills. I know I do. I always think, well, what can I supplement with first? But we have to remember it starts with your lifestyle. How well are you sleeping? How well are you breathing? Remember, folks, using the breath, mastering your breath work is a huge advantage. It will help your nervous system. It will help the way you respond to stressful situations. You become more resilient. Um, and also during your period, this is not the time to have intercourse. I don't care how in love you are with your partner or how aroused you are during this time. Please don't have intercourse during days 1, 2, and 3, right? So if you are still getting your cycle, I know a lot of women are on hormonal birth control, so they don't bleed, which I am not a fan of. Remember, these are how we diagnose for thousands of years. Your menstrual cycle is a reflection of what's going on with your endocrine system and your hormonal balance. So we need to see the quality of blood. Are there clots? Is it light? Is it heavy? That's going to tell us what's going on. So, blood is flowing down and out. This is not a time to have things going up and in, okay, in a perfect world. Alrighty. So nutrition wise, this is the time. Do not drink iced drinks. Avoid during days 1 through 4 in particular, avoid drinking cold, icy drinks. This is the time to drink warm foods. I don't care where you live or how humid it is outside. Do a little warm broth, some ginger tea, some nourishing stews and soups. This is the time to rebuild, right? So you're losing blood. You want to start rebuilding because already the follicles are developing, right? So we're already by day 1 starting on the journey. So we want to be rebuilding, okay? This is the time to eat a lot of protein, to eat more red meat. I'm sure you're all doing keto, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, phototherapy wise, if you are using the patches, right? My favorite way to bypass the gut, get directly onto the cellular level. My favorite one during cycle days 1 through 4 is glutathione. Why? Glutathione is the queen of antioxidants and she supports the liver to detox. So some people think of days 1 through 4 as the time to detox, right? So we're losing blood, old blood, static blood. There's often a lot of toxins in this blood. So let's support the body to do what it's already doing, which is to purify, to let go, release, let go, support the liver with glutathione, especially if you are doing NAC. When you apply light to whatever you're taking, it will potentiate, it maximizes the supplements that you're doing or the nutrition or whatever, because you're going right into the cellular level, right? So I see the best results when combining things like that. So targeted supplements. Okay, so in the blog, I'm going to have this product called Cramplex for you to read about. This you would use to minimize, eliminate, eradicate cramps. If you have dysmenorrhea, which is the fancy word for painful periods, then you could use this. You could take 2 every few hours. It's a nice combination. It has a Chinese herb in there, Yan Hu So, which is cordialis, which is used to treat pain and inflammation. It has raspberry leaf in there, which is a tonic for the uterus. It has wild yam, which is used for hormone balance, and they say it naturally increases DHEA, which I love. Any way that we can use plants to create the hormones that we need endogenously, you're going to be better off, right? Because then you're waking up the body to do what it was designed to do, rather than taking a synthetic isolate and introducing it over and over and saying, oh, here you go, function better. So I hope I can repeat that. Yeah. Anytime you can use a whole plant to support the body to create hormones naturally, endogenously, you're much better off than taking a synthetic isolate and introducing it and saying, here you go, kidneys and adrenals, here's how I want you to have this more, as opposed to using something like wild yam that's going to say to the body, well, let's just function better. And the result of functioning better, the kidneys, adrenal, is that your DHEA levels go up, right? Does that make sense? I am talking about phototherapy and an herb formula called Cramplex, which will be in the blog post if you sign up for my well, you don't have to sign up for my newsletter. You can just go to my website, get the blog. So the last ingredient in Cramplex is ginger. So it's a nice combination. Everything works together synergistically to eliminate pain, take down inflammation, so that you are going to end up better, as opposed to just taking ibuprofen or whatever else you need to take for pain relief. And listen, I had very painful periods myself. I totally understand it is not easy, and there's so many factors to that, and you can overcome it. You really can. I think that's enough ums for the day. Thank you so much for your interest in creating real health and vitality. Please visit my website for more information, jenniferwaters.net. I'm going to say goodbye to Facebook so I can put something into Instagram. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself so that you can take care of others. I look forward to seeing you all in Syracuse at some point, maybe on a Tuesday.